Webb Pierce built 3 guitar-shaped pools here in town. He built the first one at a house that he had, and then around the corner on Curtiswood Lane, he built his second one at his mansion. And at the time, Ray Stephens was his neighbor, and all the other neighbors got a petition up to stop the tourists, because Webb put in a cement pad, and these tour buses would come in and they'd walk all around the yards trying to see the pool. He bought this dirt field next to the Spence Manor and built his 3rd guitar-shaped pool, and it was supposed to be a tourist attraction for him, but he had partners. It didn't work out for him. And then one of the partners came and put catfish in the pool, and he ultimately sold the pool to the Spence family, and it became the pool for the hotel. Before that, it opened May 24, 1978. So, that was almost a year after Elvis passed. But we still, to this day, get tour buses going by here telling people that Elvis skinny dipped in the Spence Manor pool. And it's next door to the Spence Manor Suites, which used to be the first all-suites hotel in town before it went condo in the late 80s. And it was actually built for Elvis Presley. The last 3 years of his life, if he had any reason to be here, this is where he stayed. He would take the whole top floor. There would be an armed off-duty sheriff or police officer sitting at a desk outside the elevator on 6, and you wouldn't get off on that floor unless you were part of his entourage. And the second set of windows at the inset right there was the Elvis suite, and then all of the guys, Sonny and Red and all the Memphis Mafia guys, would have all the other rooms. Jack Spence built this, and he had a motor court type of deal on the other side of town, and Elvis stayed there from time to time as well, and a few other places obviously. But Jack asked him if he would stay here. So I always liken it to like the movie The Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So he built it, and Elvis stayed here.
He probably knew that if Elvis would stay here, lots of other wealthy people would want to stay there.
Yeah, a lot. I was Kenny Rogers' road manager for about 10 years, 7 to 10 years. This is where I booked Kenny when he would come to town in the late 70s and record with Larry Butler at Jack Clement's recording studio, and recording things like Lucille and The Gambler. 3 of the Beatles, I believe it was everybody but John, at one time stayed here for a minute. Willie Nelson stayed here a lot. After it went condo 5 floors up on the front here was a guitarist named Grant Boatwright, and he played with Willie. And Willie used to come and park the bus out back and come up there, and we'd all
do Willie stuff.
Weed all. Yeah, Willie actually first stayed here in '79 when it was still a hotel, and he and Robert Redford were working on the musical side, like the soundtrack for Electric Horseman.
So was he recording all that stuff here on Music Row somewhere?
I don't know if they recorded it all here, but they were working on the casting. Willie had a lot of actual songs in the movie. And then second floor over there, 206, Chet Atkins and Doc Watson recorded a duet album in that room.
In the room?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know the album you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually, the homeowner didn't know it, so I found a copy of it and bought it for him as a gift one year. And on the back, in the credits, it actually says Spence Manor, room 206. Dolly stayed here for a minute. She didn't actually stay here but it was because they were recording that trio album with Loretta Lynn and Tammy Wynette. And they needed a place to do interviews and relax between sessions.
I mean, that's extremely convenient.
Yeah.
to have a place to stay when you have like RCA,
Right.
Columbia,
Right.
and who knows what else right here.
Right.
You could leave for a couple hours and just get away.
Right. I have a friend named John Beeland. For those of you that don't know John, he is a guitarist, singer-songwriter, and he's played with numerous people from Dolly to Linda Ronstadt to Rick Nelson. He was staying here one time and working on a session, and he was really tired at night. He came back to his suite, and somebody in the next room was playing Merle Haggard records. So he called the front desk, and he said, "Yeah, this is John Beeland. I like Merle Haggard as much as the next guy, but it's been a long day. It's really late. I'm trying to get some sleep, and the guy next door just won't stop playing these Merle Haggard songs." And the front desk clerk said, "Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Beeland, but that is Merle Haggard." In the 90s, I was doing websites. I had a partner, anybody that wanted to hire us. So we might do a travel agency so there was this company that I think it was called Cumberland Comfort Air. And so they wanted to talk to us about doing a website. The kid's name was Mike Spence. My partner asked him if he was related to the Spence Manor. And he said, "Yeah, my grandfather built it, Jack Spence." And then he told me this story. He said when he was 5 years old, and he was in the lobby with his grandfather, and Jack was talking to these folks, and Elvis and the guys came in, and he opened the door and said, "Elvis, I got the elevator right here for you." And Elvis is like, "Thank you very much. I'll take the service elevator. I got my guys. I'm Elvis. I can't really do Elvis, but so he said okay, and he continued talking to the guys. Minute or two goes by, and the next thing he knows, Elvis is running back through the parking lot. "I don't know what happened. I didn't touch him. I didn't say anything." And he goes, "Let me go see what Elvis is up to." And Jack goes to the back of the parking lot, opens the private service elevator lobby, presses the elevator button, and the door opens, and the maids and the maid cart is there, and the maids are fainted on the floor. So when the door opened and Elvis was...
The maids were just shocked to see Elvis there in all his glory.
Yeah. But the day that it opened, they had the press out here, TV camera crews, a governor, and there used to be a ticket booth there. There was a famous songwriter producer named Glenn Sutton. His wife was Lynn Anderson. He drove up out front in a limo, came through the gate wearing a swim cap, a mini dress, swim fins, and a Creature of the Black Lagoon full head mask. Dove in the deep end. While he's swimming the length of the pool, the limo rides around the block and pulls up in the alley behind the back gate there. Swims the length, gets out on the other end, turns and waves at everybody. That fence wasn't there, so he turns around, walks into the limo, and speeds off.
I'd have people yelling at me if I didn't circle back and ask, why did the guy put catfish in the pool?
It was some kind of a financial thing with Webb's partners, and they were just trying to, sabotage it.
Trying to piss him off, and
yeah.
Did it kill the catfish?
No, I think they ate them.
I didn't know if there was chlorine and it would kill catfish.
Squirrels drink out of this thing. It has a broken G-string, by the way. And another thing that he did was that window in the pool house back there that we have used to open, and he would come in from the alley and walk in the back and open that window up. It had like a sliding, and he would sell and sign autograph albums and they had these glass vials, and he would fill them up and sell pool water.
Who was selling this?
Webb Pierce.
Webb Pierce.
Yeah.
He seemed to be a rather enterprising person.
Yeah. And the nudie mobile, the Pontiac that he had with the dollar signs and the gun door handles and the big steer horns on the hood, used to be parked right by that gazebo. It's in the Country Music Hall of Fame now. But yeah, it was sitting right over there
next to the pool, just right here.
Yeah, just right up next to that gazebo back there. But they took it to the Country Music Hall of Fame. But it was part of the opening attraction. He actually had tickets, and you could buy tickets for $2 a piece to see the pool, but not swim in it.
It seems like there has to have been a music video made out here at some point.
Oh yeah.
Any that you can think of?
I don't know if it wasn't a full-blown music video, but my friend Jay McDowell, he was in a group BR 549, and back in the day, they were hired by Southwest Airlines, I believe, to go all over town and film spots for national TV ads. So one of the commercials was shot from the roof with all of the BR 549 guys in this gigantic tractor tire inner tube right there.
I remember that now you say that. I feel bad because I'm buddies with Chuck and Jay. And I should know that.
Yeah.
But, now that you say it, I do remember that.
Yeah. And then we had, since it's been condos for quite a few years, we had the presidential suite that I booked Kenny Rogers in was a management office, Gold Mountain Entertainment. Really nice guy named Bert Stein ran that, and he was managing Todd Snyder and Buddy Holly's Crickets, and he still manages Ronnie Millsap,
Warren Zevon,
and a bunch of folks.
Nancy Griffith.
Yeah, Nancy Griffith.
These are Airbnbs now, and people can rent these out and stay
it turned
in.
condo in the late 80s, and they've all been remodeled. Most of them have been remodeled a couple times. So about 3 dozen of them are Airbnbs.
Okay. What's your relationship to this place?
Well, I live in a unit here, and I've lived here for 36 years.
36 years?
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty damn all right living on Music Row for 36 years.
It's changed a lot, though.
You've seen a few things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. You guys, I didn't want to be weird with a camera here, but we're filming and talking, and you're out of focus. I don't want to, if that's okay with you guys, you're out of focus in the background. All right. I just didn't want to be weird out here trying to swim and have fun, and we have a camera over here. All right. Thank you, guys.
I like your Elvis beach towel.